We met in 4th grade, and we actually started dating when we were 15, probably around sophomore year.
We just kind of lost track of each other after going through school, and then in 15, I just rediscovered her beauty and genuineness, and I fell in love very quickly. I was very content in the dating and working, and then she asked me one day, well, we are going to get married, and then so I sped up the timetable. So
the early season was hard. Of course, we had children very early. That was probably the best things that came of our early marriage. We were just so young. We had so much to learn that it was hard. We had a lot of hard times. We decided that I would be a stay-at-home mom. Thomas worked a lot. He wasn't home a lot. We had one car. I felt stranded. It was tough.
I believe the toughest things were I knew I loved her, but I didn't know how to love her. I didn't know how to lead. Although I had come to the Lord, I didn't know what it looked like to lead your family. And I think I reverted back to what I should do is support my family. If there's food on the table, if the children have clothes, then as a man, I'm doing a good job. There was months I wouldn't see my home in the daylight. I mean, Saturdays, Sundays. And I think it was just slowly choking us. I just knew we were unhappy, and we were both unhappy. I mean, I would even have crazy thoughts, well, maybe I can support her, and, maybe she'll be happier with someone else. I wanted happiness for her. So quickly, we saw how the children were acting out. They could feel the stress, and they were very, very little.
We were living apart, had divorce papers ready, but early on, I hit the floor, literally praying on my face, and God promised me He would heal my marriage and He would redeem this relationship. It was a peace that I could do what I needed to do. I needed to be closer to God. I needed to take care of myself. I was strong. I knew Thomas was going to be back because God promised me. I didn't know when. He didn't tell me that. But I was able to do things that I would never have been able to do before. I was able to encourage him to lead without making him feel small, and really just pray for him in the purest way. God asked me, why are you praying that? Is there selfish motivation? And it just washed all that away, and I just knew that I loved him with all my heart still, and that God was going to bring him back.
I believe we both got a word that for our marriage to succeed, there had been enough difficult that we had to choose to love. Each day, I remember waking up and deciding and trying to figure out ways that I could love her, that she could feel loved. We just give everything to Him. I mean, every aspect of our marriage. And I don't know that healing is a strong enough word. I think about healing, and you think to return before the sickness. It was far more than that.
Oh, yeah.
This is God taking that and making something so beautiful.
It's God's faithfulness that makes it possible. And again, I have learned to rest in that.
I've watched her pour out herself and just pour in the Lord. And her faith, nothing is impossible. No longer is anything too big. And we will stand on the promises.